Good morning, Kiara.
Good morning, teacher.
How are you doing today?
I'm all right, teacher. Thank you. What about
Uh,
you?
okay, I'm great. I'm great, quite well. Okay, let me see. There is another student. Good morning, Ingrid.
Good morning, teacher.
Good morning, Santiago.
Good morning, teacher.
Okay, so that we have 3 students, Ingrid, Kiara, and Santiago. Welcome to all of you to this new session of It's Time to Talk for English B1+. First, I'm going to ask you if you have already recorded your video and send it. Have you, Ingrid?
No, teacher, not yet.
Not yet? Okay. What about you, Kiara?
The last class that you had?
Yes.
Yes, teacher.
Okay. No. The video regarding activity 3, task 3, speaking practice. That's the video what I'm talking about.
Yes, teacher. I have
Okay.
seen just some minutes.
Okay. Santiago, what about you? Have you recorded your video and send it?
Yeah, teacher. I had sent 10 days ago.
Okay, remember that activity, task 3, speaking practice, which consists of watching some videos, choose one of them, and after that, recording a video and sending that finishes or closes tomorrow. Okay? So you have to take into account that date, the deadline of that activity in order to send the final task. Okay? Okay, we are going to start our lesson for today, watching a very short video. Okay, but wait a minute. I'm going to stop. Wait a minute.
How are you?
Okay, this video, this is a very short video. It's a very
How are
short
you?
video, and it is about how to greet in English according to the level. So here we have 6 examples. Each greeting is regarding one of the English levels, no, according to the Common European Framework. Remember that the 6 levels we have here, A1, A2, B1, B2, and C1 and C2 are established by the Common European Framework. So if you are going to take an international exam, ITEP, TOEFL, first certificate, any of them, you are going to be placed in one of these levels. But you can speak, you can talk, you can write using words, using expressions according to each one of these levels. No? However, if you, for example, use the simple greetings or the simple grammar structures, you are going to be placed in A1. But if you use a complex or a more complex language, more complex grammar structures, you are going to be placed in a higher level. So when you are going to present, you are going to take one of the international exams, you have to be very careful with the with the language you use. No, it's not the same. For example, say hi, say good morning. It's not the same. Say what's up and say what's news. It's not the same. You have to be very careful with that. And here we are going to watch this short video, and then we are going to talk about that.
How are you? How are you doing? How are things? How's it going? How have you been? So
Okay. So in order to ask how you are, you can use different ways, different expressions to say this the same. Okay, different expression. Here we have 6 examples. The first one is the most common, and all the teachers, including me, we always teach that way. How are you? Okay, but that's the most common way to say that. How are you? Okay, but you can use other expressions, and there are many other expressions to say the same. So, for example, how are you doing? Okay, how are you doing? And this is an A2 level. How are things? This is a B1. How is it going? This is a B2. How have you been? This is a C1. And finally, we have an example of how to greet in C2, SAP. SAP. That's all. That's a question. SAP, no more. Okay, so when you started to learn a language, you are going to find the only 1 or 2 no more, and it's how are you. But as you can see here, for example, how are you? You are using only verb to be in present. How are you? A2, you are using a more complex structure. You are using the present progressive. How are you doing? No? The verb to be is are, and the ing, doing. Okay. How are things in B1, or how is it going in B2? That's a typical expression in English. How is it going? Okay. But if you don't know the expression, you're not going to understand. You're not going to get the meaning. C1, yeah, you are using a more complex structure, grammar structure. You are using present perfect, okay? Present perfect, the verb have, and the verb to be, but in past participle, been. How have you been? That's present participle. Okay, present perfect with the verb in past participle. It's a complex, it's more complex. And the final one, SAP, it's a contraction. You know what contraction is it? SAP? You know, guys? What contraction is that? What does it mean? SAP?
It will be like WhatsApp.
Yes, that's the contraction of what's up, no? What's up? What is up? What is up? So they make a contraction and they only say SAP, okay? SAP, no more. Now, there are different ways to say the same, and there are different ways to use the expressions in formal or informal language, no? For example, SAP, it's very, very informal. You don't use SAP when you are greeting your teacher, your boss, your chief. No, you use SAP when you are with a friend, with a close friend. No, but if you are in a formal context, you can use how are you or how are you doing. Okay, how are you or how are you doing? But if you are with a close friend, you are going to use SAP. And that's completely right, correct, okay? So you have to take into account the level, you have to take into account the context, if it's a formal or informal context. And it happens, this example is the same with very different expressions, no? There is one way to say the same in A1, A2, B1, B2, C1, or C2, no? So it's important to know this expression and to use different expression, no? To use different expression and to take into account the formal or informal context. Okay, now let's continue. Today we are going to start talking about some modal verbs in English. There are different verbs, different modal verbs in English. Today we are going to talk about can, could, may, might. Can, could, may, or might. You know what does it mean? Can, could, may, or might. What do these verbs mean in Spanish? Yes or no? Tell me. What is the meaning? For example, when you find the verb can, what does it mean?
Es poder.
Yes, okay. Is the ability to do something, okay? You use can in order to say or to express the ability to do something. For example, I can swim, okay? I can go to the gym every day. I can drive, no? I can drive. It means you have the ability to do something. The ability to dance. I can dance. The ability to swim. I can swim. Okay. And what happened with could? Could. Could is the past of can, no? Can. We use can in present. And we use could in past. Then, if I say I can dance, is present. But if I say the same sentence, but with could, is past. I could dance, no? In the past. I can dance, present. I could dance, past. And we have these other two modal verbs, may and might. Both of them means the same as can. So it's the ability to do something, may and might. Okay? For example, here we have, it may rain this afternoon. It may rain this afternoon. Puede llover, ¿no? Puede que llueva esta tarde. It may rain this afternoon. Entonces, when do we use may or might? If it is possible that something will happen. Cuando es posible que algo suceda, ¿no? Que algo va a pasar. We can use may or might. Okay. What happened here? The most common modal verb that we use is can. You are going to find the verb can a lot. In readings, in listenings, you are going to find, or you are going to listen, or you are going to read the word, the modal verb can. May and might is not so used. It's not so used, but you are going to find it. There is a little difference between may and might. May is usually, the verb may is usually used in questions, informal questions. For example, may I close the window? May I open the window? Okay. May I open the window? May I close the window? May I help you? May I help you? It's a very formal way to say or to ask questions with may. And might, it's used especially in past sentences. Might is usually used in past sentences, but we can use can, may, might in present without any problem. Okay, we are going to do some exercises in order to practice these modal verbs. When these modal verbs, it's important to remember that we are not going to use any other preposition between the verbs. No, remember that when we are going to use two verbs, for example, I like to drink, okay? I like to drink. If I have two verbs, like and drink, we have to use to in order to separate the verbs, or we are going to add ing to the second verb, okay? When I'm going to use two verbs, you have two options. One option is to separate them using the preposition to, and the other way is to add ing to the second verb, okay? But, however, when we are using the verb, the modal verbs, for example, I can dance, here we have two verbs, but we don't use to. No, that's not correct. We don't say I can to dance. No, that's not correct. Or I can dance it. That's not correct. Okay. We use the verb can and the following verb regular in its regular way. Okay. I can dance. I can dance. Okay, here we are going to use two verbs. The can in this exercise, can or could. Can or could we are going to use. It depends on the context because remember, can is for present, could for past. Wait a minute. Hello, Julie. Julie Granada. Hello, Julie. We are going to start doing these exercises. So we are going to start with Ingrid. Please, Ingrid, read the sentence and complete them with the correct modal verb. Can't or couldn't in this case.
Okay. You can't drink alcohol in a school.
Okay, you can't. That's correct. You can't drink alcohol in a school. Ingrid, do you drink alcohol?
No, teacher. I don't
Never?
like.
But never?
Before, yes, but now I get sick when I
Okay.
drink alcohol.
When you drink, you get sick. Okay.
Yes. Mm,
Okay. Santiago, do you usually drink alcoholic beverage?
Sometimes maybe in Paris.
Okay. What do
Only
you like to drink?
whatever.
Whatever. Okay. Beer,
Yeah,
aguardiente,
beer,
tequila, no.
whiskey.
Oh, okay. And but do you usually drink alcohol when you go to a party? No more.
Yeah, all the friends, but not with many frequency.
Okay. What about you, Kiara? Do you drink alcohol?
I had drank a few sips before, but I don't like it too much. I don't like it too much.
Okay. When you drank, what did you like to drink?
Mm, probably that Águila, if I'm, but there's Águila that's Águila Light. Is it right?
Okay. Okay. That's a soft drink. Okay. It's a
Yeah.
soft drink. Okay, good. Samuel, what about you? Do you usually drink alcohol?
Usually no, but how would I say? Maybe another things that, but not common beer. I
Okay,
don't like the beer.
okay, you don't like the beer. Okay, okay, let's continue. Next question. Kiara, please read the sentence and complete with the correct modal verb. Can or could?
The man was very clever. He could solve any problem.
Okay, good. That's the correct one. Why? Because we are talking about past, no? How do we know that this sentence is in past? Because this is the verb to be and it's in past, no? The man was very clever. So he could solve any problem. Good. Samuel,
In 1910, people couldn't watch television.
Okay, 1910 people couldn't watch TV. We are talking about past because of the year, no? And Samuel, do you know when the television was created?
No, teacher, no idea.
No? Anyone knows? Not the exact date, but maybe you have an idea, approximately or about. Anyone knows? I can say that here in Colombia, the television started about 1955, 56, when there was a president whose name was Rojas Pinilla. And it was about 1955 or 56, if I'm not wrong. Okay, so 1910 people couldn't watch television. Okay, next, Santiago,
Yeah, teacher.
tell me this sentence. Complete the sentence, Santiago.
You can drive a car if you don't have a driving license.
Okay, you can't drive a car if you don't have a driving license, okay? Do you know how to drive, Santiago? A car?
A car and the motorbike too.
Okay, a car and a motorbike, both of them.
Yeah, both of them.
Okay, and of course, do you have a driving license for driving cars and motorbikes?
No, I don't have a license.
Okay, but did you do the course?
No, I gonna do the course in 2 months when I am 18 years.
Okay, of course, you are not 18 years old, but here in Colombia, you can have a driving license since 16
16.
years.
Yeah.
Yes, 16 years. Okay. Kiara, do you know how to drive a car?
I'm learning how to drive a car.
Ah, right now, are you learning?
Yes.
Okay, you are taking the course. And did you like it? Do you like it to drive?
Yes, always. You can learn something new.
Okay, and what about bikes? Do you know how to drive bikes, motorbikes?
Yes.
Yes. And what do you prefer, a car or a motorbike?
Mm, I prefer car.
You prefer cars. Okay, I think
Yeah.
cars are safer, no? Are safer. Nowadays, there are too many accidents, crashes, and most of them are related to motorbikes. Okay, let's continue. Kiara, this one. Read the sentence and complete the sentence, please.
We couldn't go to the cinema last night.
Okay, we couldn't go to the cinema last night. It's past, no? Why do we know? What is the word that help us to know that the sentence is in past? Kiara, what word?
Usually, when you read the sentence, there is some specific words that
In this,
usually tell us that it's in past time.
okay, but in this case, what is that
This
word?
last night.
Okay, yes, this time expression. Remember that in English, there are some time expressions, no? There are some time expressions which are keys in order to understand if we are talking about past, future, no? For example, last. If you use the expression or if you look at the expression last, you know that it is past, no? Last week, last night, last weekend, last month, last year. Okay, so good. Next, Ingrid.
Mm. Can you swim when you were young?
Are you sure?
Could
Look at
in
this.
past? In past.
Yes, yes.
Could you swim when you were young?
Yes, you can see here that we are using the verb to be in past, was or
Okay.
were. In this
Yes.
case, were, no? Could you swim when you were young? No? The question is about the past. When you were young, when you were, I don't know, 5 years old, 10 years old, you or could you swim? Okay. Samuel, do you know how to swim?
Yes, teacher, obviously.
How did you learn?
Um, as a kid, my parents teach me, and later, I don't remember, like 2018 or 2019, I was in a academy.
Okay, Ingrid is a mother, right?
Sorry, teacher?
Ingrid, are you a mother, right?
No.
No?
No
Oh,
kids.
no kids. Okay. Okay, but when we are parents, it's very important to teach our children how to swim. No, it's very important. This one, Samuel.
I am a musician, so I can play the piano.
Okay, I am a musician, so I can, in present, play the piano. Play the piano. Kiara, if you had the opportunity to learn to play an instrument, what instrument would you choose?
I would like guitar.
The guitar.
Yes.
Okay. The traditional one or the electric? I don't know too much about the difference between them, but that's a question. That's only a
I would like
question.
the electric guitar.
Okay. What is your favorite music, Kiara? Kind of
My
music.
favorite music. I'm diverse. Is it right?
Different. Okay, yes. Yes.
In that aspect, I can listen rock, and other times pop music. I would say
Okay.
like I like rock
Okay, rock. In Spanish or in English?
in English
In
to practice.
English. What is your favorite singer or rock band?
I listen a lot Guns N' Roses.
Okay. Okay, it's Guns N' Roses is it's a very famous band, no? A very famous band,
Yes, it is.
but the music is, I suppose, is from the last century, no? It's
Mhm.
but it's too interesting. Okay, next, Santiago, this one.
Um, I couldn't open this bottle because I haven't got a corkscrew.
So you are saying can't or couldn't? Repeat,
Couldn't.
please. Couldn't. I couldn't open this bottle because I haven't got, let's see, wrong. That's not the correct one. Remember, we have to pay attention to the present or the past. And here we are talking about present, haven't got, no, haven't got. So the correct one is can. I can't open this bottle because I haven't got a corkscrew. In some sentence in English, when maybe you don't know the meaning of a word like this one, corkscrew, but you can deduce, you can infer what does corkscrew mean, okay? For instance, you can imagine, you can deduce, you can infer what is a corkscrew.
It is one thing that the people use to open the bottles.
The bottle, especially the wines, no? Especially
Yeah, the one.
the wines. Because the wines you don't turn off or twist off or the top, no, you have to corkscrew in order to open the bottle of wines, especially the bottle of wines. Okay, so you can deduce, you can infer, taking into account the context. So that's the one.
Teacher,
Next.
teacher,
Yes.
sorry, in the last one, we had, I forgot, have not got.
Okay.
Why in past got?
Wait a minute. Wait a minute, that I don't find the. My God, I don't find the correct one. What? Okay. Me perdió. Okay, find it. Okay, let me see here. I'm going to explain here. Remember that you can say I have or I have got, and it's the same. I have or I have got. For example, I have a blue car and I have got a blue car, and that's the same. In order to express that you have something, that you possess something, that something belongs to you, you can say I have, only I have, or you can say I have got, and it's the same. Yo tengo, have or have got is the same. In this case, you don't pay attention to this got like it was the past of get. The past of get. No, you don't pay attention to this. This is an expression in English that you say, I have got. Yo tengo. I have the same. So when you are going to say the negative form, you can say, I haven't got. And that's present. That's present. That's not past. Okay? I haven't got.
Teacher, I have
It's
another
present.
question.
Okay, wait a minute. And you can answer, have you got? And this is a present. For example, have you got a bike? And that's present. Have you got a bike? That's present. Okay. You can use this structure or you can use the traditional one. Do you have a bike? And here you can use the traditional way in order to make a negative sentence. I don't have. And it's the same. This is very common to use this structure, I have got. Yeah, and they say with the contraction, no? I've got. I've got. I've got. Okay, Kiara, tell me your question.
If that sentence had been with had in past had of in past of have, it could be
Had.
with could. Had.
With what? With could?
Had. Have,
yes.
but in past time. Had.
Yes. Yes.
It could be in with could.
Yes. Yes. If the sentence was with had, I had got, you can use could, but the sentence was in present have, I have got. Okay. So remember, this expression is very common to use, el have got. The have got is very common to use. And you can listen to the people when say that, I've got, I've got, I've got. And there is another one. For example, when we use, I have to study, for example. When I say I have to study, I have the duty. This is a duty. I have to study. And you can listen to people saying like this one, I've got to study, but when they pronounce, they say, I've gotta study. I've gotta study. I've gotta. This got to, especially in American English, is pronounced like gotta. Like this, I've gotta study, okay? I've gotta study. It means I've got to study, and it's the same, I have to study, okay? That's why sometimes we listen to a person speaking in a series, in a movie, in a song, and they say this thing, and we are not going to understand what he or she is saying, because she says, I've gotta study, okay? Remember, maybe people are not speaking so fast, but they use many contractions, no? Muchas veces nosotros no entendemos lo que dicen las personas, no porque estén hablando muy rápido, sino porque en inglés se utilizan mucho las contracciones, ¿sí? Entonces, en vez de decir I have to study, ellos van a decir esta expresión, pero ellos no la dicen así, sino que la pronuncian haciendo la contracción. I've gotta study. I've gotta study. Yeah. Look at this. ¿Entendido, Kiara and Ingrid? Did you understand what I
Yes,
meant?
teacher.
Yeah, teacher.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
It's the same in the movies I Got Away.
Yes, that's
Ah.
right. Yes. Yes, when they say I've got away, it means I must leave. I have to go away. This is a good example. Let me see here that this one, I've got away. When you listen to I've got away, like this one, I've got away. Or I've gotta away, like this one, okay? So you are going to listen to those expressions, and at first it's difficult to understand them, but you have to be familiarized with those expressions. I've gotta, okay? Okay, let me see where are the exercises here. Samuel, this one, or no, Santiago, sorry, Santiago. Santiago, they traveled yesterday.
They couldn't travel yesterday.
Okay, you can see it yesterday, it's past, so they couldn't travel yesterday, no? Yesterday. This one, Samuel. Samuel, we are not listening to you.
Sorry, we thought we can help you.
Again, please.
We thought we can help you.
Okay, when we find the word thought, what tense is?
Sorry, it's in past.
Okay, so
We thought we could help you.
Help you, yes. Thought is the past of think, no? Think. Think is present, thought is past. We thought we could help you. Okay, we could help you. This one, Ingrid.
My grandmother can't walk for a long time, so she often takes a taxi.
Okay, my grandmother can't, no? And the pronunciation, when we are going to differentiate the pronunciation, it's can and can't, no? The only difference is the T sound at the end, can't, no? Can. And the affirmative, can, no? Can, can't, can, can't. Kiara, this one.
You could have cooked dinner, but you didn't.
Okay, you could have cooked dinner, but you didn't. Here we know that it's past because of the did, no? The auxiliary verb did. And let's see, here this expression. Look at this. This is a complex expression. You could have cooked. You could have cooked. Sometimes we have to translate the expressions into Spanish in order to understand the expressions, okay? Sometimes we have to do that because it's necessary and it's important to understand what does it mean. En algunas ocasiones es importante y es necesario que nosotros hagamos traducción de expresiones o de frases como estas para entender lo de los tiempos, ¿no? Por ejemplo, acá el tiempo del cual estamos hablando, sabemos que es pasado porque estamos utilizando el did, pero esto ¿cómo lo traduciríamos? If you could have cooked. Kiara, ¿cómo traduciría esta expresión, esta frase?
Tú podrías haber cocinado.
Yes. Entonces tú podrías haber cocinado, ¿no? Entonces acá estamos utilizando esto que es el presente perfecto, ¿no? Presente perfecto del inglés es lo que en el español corresponde a el haber más algo más, ¿no? Haber cocinado, haber estudiado, yo he trabajado, usted ha nadado, ella ha bailado, nosotros hemos escuchado, ¿sí ve? Y acá el could, entonces habíamos dicho que el could era el pasado del can, ¿no? Entonces, pero también se puede traducir como podría. Entonces tiene esos dos significados. Poder en pasado, o sea, pudo, yo pude, usted pudo, él pudo, o podría. Usted podría, ella podría. Entonces, en una oración como esta, you could have cooked, usted podría haber cocinado la cena, pero no lo hizo, ¿no? But you didn't. Okay, good. Ingrid, this one.
Yes. If I were younger, I could play football.
Okay, here we have past, so could. If I were younger, I could play football, but you can see here this expression and you're going to tell me, is this expression, is this sentence correct or incorrect? Look at the first part, if I were, this part, no more. Is it correct?
It would be with was.
Okay, when we teach the passive verb to be, the passive verb to be, we teach that I was, you were, he, she, it was, we were, and they were. Okay, that's what we teach. Okay, I was, you were, he, she, it was, we were, they were. That's the verb to be in past. So this here, we have a mistake? No, this is not a mistake. What happened here? This is a little complex. Sorry, this is a little complex. We are using here if, and that's a conditional, no? This is the conditional. The conditional. If, it's a conditional, ¿no? Es el condicional. El sí del español. Si usted hace esto, pasa al otro. Si usted hace aquello, pasa lo otro. ¿Ok? So, when we are using the conditionals, in this case, only for the conditionals, we don't say I was. We say I were. That's a grammar rule. And there is not any explanation for that. Okay? There is not any explanation for that. That's how we use the conditional with I in past. No more. There is not any explanation. No hay ninguna explicación para eso. Es una regla gramatical del inglés que nos dice que si estamos utilizando el condicional, o sea, live, en tiempo pasado el verbo to be no queda was sino were. Y aquí pasa lo mismo con las otras personas. If he were, if she were. ¿Sí? Y eso es como, y lo traducíamos como si yo fuera, ¿no? If I were younger, si yo fuera más joven, if I were younger, ¿sí? If I were younger, si yo fuera más joven. ¿Sí? So this is not a mistake, that's the correct one, but it is the structure of the conditionals, okay? So that's why we use were. Santiago, this one.
We couldn't come last Sunday.
We couldn't come last Sunday. The same time expression on last Sunday. Next, Santiago.
Uh, again,
Wait.
I have done the last question.
Well, okay. Samuel. That was Santiago, so Samuel.
Yes. It's
Okay.
snowing, so I can't ride my bike.
Okay, it's snowing. It's snowing. So I can't, no, because it's snowing, no? It's snowing, so I can't. I don't have the possibility, I don't have the ability to ride my bike. Okay, that's good. No more questions, so we have finished. We are going to do another exercise. This one. Okay, Ingrid, please. Here we are going to use can or can't, could or couldn't, okay? Can or can't, could or couldn't. So we have to take into account if it's present or past, if it's an affirmative or negative, okay? So it's a little more complex. The first one, Ingrid.
Okay. Okay. Could you swim when you were 10?
Okay, could, no?
Yes.
Could you swim when you were 10, no? It means when you were 10 years old, no? When you were 10 means when you were 10 years old. Number 2, Kiara.
We can't get to the meeting on time yesterday. Okay, no, I'm sorry. They couldn't, we couldn't get to the meeting on time yesterday because the train was delayed by 1 hour.
Okay, we couldn't, no? It's a negative and it's in past. Why is in past? Because the train was delayed by 1 hour. And here, gets to the meeting. This get to the meeting is like arrive, no? Arrive to the meeting. Here we use get. Remember that this verb get has too many meanings. Este verbo puede ser utilizado de muchas maneras. In this case, we are using get like arrive, no? Arrive to the meeting on time. When you are on time, you are punctual. You are punctual because the train was delayed by 1 hour. Number 3, Samuel.
He couldn't arrive at the party on time, even after missing the train, so he was very pleased.
Okay, you say he couldn't arrive at the party on time, even, it's very important, this even, after missing the train, so he was very pleased. Okay. What do you think, Ingrid? Is it correct or incorrect? Couldn't.
I think that is could. He could arrive at the party on time, even after missing the
Okay,
train.
yes. This is very important, this word, this even. Even. Even means aunque. Aunque. Aunque, ¿no? O a pesar de, ¿no? He couldn't arrive at the party even after missing the train, so he missed the train, but he could arrive at the party. That's why he was very pleased. He was very funny. He was very happy because he could arrive at the party, no? It's important to look at all the sentences, the whole sentence, in order to understand if it's negative, affirmative, if it's present or past. Here we can say that it's past because it's was, no? But you didn't choose the correct one because it's affirmative. Okay, number 4. I don't remember, Santiago. Or someone,
He is
Santiago.
amazing. He can speak 5 languages, including Chinese.
Okay, he is amazing. He can speak 5 languages, including Chinese. Okay, he is amazing. This amazing. It's like wonderful, no? He's amazing, he's wonderful. Or you can use he's smart, he's very smart. He can speak 5 languages, okay? Including Chinese, including Chinese. Number 5, Ingrid.
Mm, I could drive a car until no, I couldn't. I couldn't drive a car until I was 34. Then I moved to the countryside, so I had to learn.
Okay, I couldn't drive a car until I was 34, no? Then I moved to the countryside. Taking into account this sentence, Ingrid, where did this person live? What can you say about that? Where did this person live?
This person lives away from the city.
Okay, yes,
No, in
that's
the
right.
city, and after he moved to the countryside. He
Okay,
was living in downtown, I think.
okay,
And
but
then he moved.
okay. You have to pay attention to this word. No? Then I moved to the countryside, so I had to learn. When he moved to the countryside, when he moved to the city, no, maybe before he was living in the country, no, in the country, in a farm, in a faraway town, in a faraway city. But he had to move to the countryside, so he had to learn. To learn what? To learn how to drive a car, no? Before he didn't have to drive, but now he is in the countryside, he is downtown, or he is in a very big city, I don't know. So he had to learn how to drive. Okay, good. Number 6, Kiara.
I looked everywhere for my glasses, but I cannot find them anywhere.
And okay, remember here, another thing. In English, you use can. You can say cannot is the same. You can find cannot, or you can say can't is the same, no? When you are speaking, you don't say cannot, no? You never say cannot, no? You always say can't. But when you are writing, maybe you can find cannot, okay? Okay, Kiara, you are saying can't. Sure?
Yes, teacher.
I looked everywhere for my glasses, but I can't. Samuel, do you agree with Kiara?
No, it is in past.
Okay, looked everywhere for my glasses, but I couldn't find, no? Because it's past, no? I looked everywhere for my glasses, but I couldn't find them anywhere. Number 7, Santiago.
I searched for your house for age. Luckily, I could find it in the end.
I could find it in the end. Remember when you are pronouncing, for instance, these expressions, you have these two words, you have to join them. You have to link them. You don't say find it, no, find it. Find it, only one word, find it, okay? And here we have searched. This search is like looked, no? Looked for is the same. Looked for is the same as search, no? These are synonyms, look for, and search means the same, buscar, no? Buscar. And here we have an expression for ages, It's a time expression, no? When you are going to say too much time, you can say for ages. por años, mucho tiempo, for ages. Luckily, I could find it in the end. Okay, Ingrid, this one. She's 7 years old, but
she can't read yet. Her
okay,
parents are getting her extra lessons.
okay, she's 7 years, but she can't read yet. So her parents think that he needs some help, some extra lessons. Okay, number 9, Kiara.
I read the book three times, but I can't understand it.
Okay, I can't is present. I can't understand it. Okay, here it's the same. You don't say understand it. No, you join them, join the two words, you link them, understand it. No, understand it, understand it. I read the book 3 times, but I can't understand it. But are you sure, Kiara, with this one? Remember that here, what is the past of read?
Read.
Okay, so there is no difference, no? There is no difference. Read can be present or read can be past. Both of them are correct and both of them could be the right one. But you have to think, you have to take into account the context. I read the book 3 times. Is present or past?
It's in past,
Okay.
but
So,
I can't understand it. So I'm still don't understand it.
okay, maybe in these expressions, in this sentence, maybe it's possible both of them, no? Present or past. Because in these cases, you are going to think in Spanish. In these cases, you have to do it. Because you say, oh, yo leí el libro 3 veces, pero no puedo entenderlo. O puede decir, yo leí el libro 3 veces, pero no pude entenderlo. Maybe both of them are correct. Okay. Aquí entonces podríamos decir que ambas son correctas, ¿no? Vamos a chequearla a ver cuál es la que está configurada en este caso. No, está configurada en pasado. Couldn't. But I couldn't. Pero pues uno en determinado contexto no podría decir que se puede en presente, ¿no? Mire, ¿sí? I read. Yeah, here the pronunciation is different, ¿no? You don't say I read. No, I read. Read present, read past, no? The word is the same, but you have to differentiate the pronunciation. It's not the same. I read the book 3 times. And the last one, Samuel. This one, James.
Mm. James could speak Japanese when he
Okay.
lived in Japan, but he's forgotten most of it now.
Okay, James could speak Japanese when he lived, no? He's talking about past. When he was there in Japan, when he was living there in Japan, he could speak Japanese. But now he's forgotten most of it. He is forgotten. So now he can't speak Japanese, but he could speak Japanese when he was there. Okay. Okay, guys, I think that's all for today. Next Thursday, we are going to keep on working on this topic. We are going to keep on doing exercises and other things related to the use of can, could, may, and might. And we are going to study other modal verbs because there are more modal verbs now. For example, must, should, have to, ought to, would. So that's all for today, guys. See you next Thursday at 7 p.m. Okay, bye-bye.
Thank you, teacher.
Thank you, teacher.
Bye,
Okay,
Thanks,
teacher.
teacher.
Thank you.
Goodbye.